This might be the weirdest video you see all day, and I'm new at this, but what is this? There's a story behind this, and it has to do with, it's actually related to a book I just wrote that I just released. And so let me explain, because I think it's kind of a funny story, and it was worth showing you this. So my new book is called The Art and Science of Wishing. And you'll hear more about that as you watch my videos when they start next month. But one of the things that I was doing, you know, it's all about literally how to wish and the sciences behind wishing and all that, which you'll learn about. But one of my wishes was that I had this thing on my eye, a sty, and it was bothering me, so I knew I needed to get it removed. So I had this, what I made a cosmic wish, what I call a cosmic wish. And I wished that I would find a surgeon with a steady hand, and that and I went to one surgeon or one ophthalmologist. She's like, I'm not touching it, you need a plastics, and so I had to reschedule that, and I got the surgery this week. So that's all interesting, right? I got this beautiful surgeon, but the funny thing, that was such a story that I just have to share, and just be transparent with me, no makeup at the gym, is, and with my, black eye, is that while we were doing the surgery, they were asking me questions, the nurse and the doctor and the other people in the operating room, because I was awake while they were cutting in on my eyeball, not my eyeball, eyelid. And they were telling them about my new book. And one of them was like, wow, I wish you'd brought copies and you could sign it for us. And so they're starting to ask me questions. And so the doctor asked me, while she's cutting in on my eyelid, well, what is the difference between a wish, a prayer, and a goal? So I explained that to her, and she's just so interested. And it was just this funny experience. And then she's like, well, does your book go into when you should share a wish and when you shouldn't share a wish? And I said, yeah, it does. And I said, every time you make a wish, you engage dozens of different sciences. So it's just kind of a story where I made the wish. She did a beautiful job. It's perfect. It's healing like crazy. And so even though she's asking me these questions, I think it helped her focus. It certainly helped me relax, because I could just talk about something that I love and believe in. And I got the thing removed, and I'm going to be fine. It just bruises out afterwards. So this is the kind of video you're supposed to do on TikTok and Instagram and some of these places. And so that's what you're getting from me today. And I'm going to be doing more of these. So this is kind of the first one. Probably not until next month, but we'll see what my rhythm gets into as far as sharing these videos. But in the meantime, think about, what do you think is a wish? And how do you make a wish? And all these kinds of things. Or, if you want a cheat sheet, you can buy my book, The Art and Science of Wishing. But if not, I'm going to tell you a lot. And we're going to do lots of really interesting instructional videos and informational videos, because really what I want is, I want the world to elevate their wishing. And if we could change the world. Your world individually, our world as a collective. So anyway, and by the way, did you know that wishing has been a key driver of survival and success since the dawn of humanity? So it's a really big deal. So more on this later. Thanks for watching. Bye.